Hi there, I'm Kelsey. In this video, I'm going to explain how to use the Red Rhino Conduit Wizard in PlanSwift. Now right here you can see I have PlanSwift opened. I want to explain something about this. I've explained it before, but I just want you to understand. I typically estimate with two computer screens, two monitors if you will. I usually have PlanSwift plans on a 32-inch monitor. I actually went out and bought a sharp flat screen TV set, plugged it into my laptop, and so that's what I have the plans on, an oversized screen typically. And then I have Red Rhino Estimating Software open on my laptop, okay? So I'm actually recording this on one screen just on my laptop, but I just want to explain that when you're doing this, it works best to have two screens, one big screen for the plans. Enough about that. Now, I'm going to explain how to use the Conduit Wizard. The first thing you want to do is, again, I have PlanSwift open. The Conduit Wizard lives on the Red Rhino connector. So the first thing you'll do is click on our connector once you've got this set up, and you'll log in to the connector just like you log in, or I should say the same credentials that you log in for Red Rhino. I'm going to do that now. Okay, once you've typed in your username and passwords, like I said, same as Red Rhino, you sign in and you'll see the Red Rhino connector load up here. Okay, now when the connector loads up, it'll default with Manage Jobs. Now I'm not going to give a lesson or teach and train about how to use this connector, except right now for the Conduit Wizard portion. Okay, I have other videos that train on the rest of this. But to my point, the Conduit Wizard lives on the connector. I'm going to click on Conduit Wizard now, and it will open the Conduit Wizard in PlanSwift. Now I'm going to explain the use of the Conduit Wizard, or I'm just going to explain like what it looks like here. But first I want to just take a moment and say that this Conduit Wizard in PlanSwift really mimics the same, mimics the Conduit Wizard in Red Rhino. Right now I'm going to move this over a little bit. I'm going to open up the Conduit Wizard in Red Rhino. Now if you've gone through our training videos, you've already used the Conduit Wizard. I'm just going to go down here and I have the Conduit Wizard opened already. I'm going to resurrect it here. And again, this is the Red Rhino Conduit Wizard on the left of the screen, and this is the Conduit Wizard that's in PlanSwift. You'll notice there's a lot of similarities. Up here you select on the Red Rhino Conduit Wizard, you select the conduit type, size, and fittings, okay? That doesn't exist in the Conduit Wizard in the connector, in the Red Rhino connector. You do it a different way. But look here, the conduit application is the same across here, the conduit, the total run length down here. So again, many similarities. Right now I'm just going to close, or actually minimize, the Red Rhino Conduit Wizard. I'm going to move this back over to center screen, and I'm going to start explaining this. Now I do recommend that you watch the videos on the Conduit Wizard before you go trying it, okay? So let me start at the top here. This again is the Conduit Wizard in the connector, the Red Rhino connector. Now in a couple minutes I'm going to show you how, or maybe a different video, but I'm going to show you how to actually start taking off Conduit on screen and using this Conduit Wizard. But for now let me explain. Here you'll see the conduit type. Okay, it defaults at PVC, the size defaults at 1/2 inch, and then the fittings. Okay, now this can be changed later on. I'm not going to explain the modify button right now, or well, I am going to explain the Wizard Options button. Let me explain that right now. So I'll click on Wizard Options, and it opens up a window. Okay, I'm just going to move it to center screen here. Now these are your choices for using the wizard. There's 3 choices. It says at the top, after adding a conduit run to the takeoff, do you want to run the Conduit Wizard? Always, never, or prompt. Prompt means ask me if I want to use the Conduit Wizard, okay? Now I have it set for always, okay? If it's never, then when you go measure conduit, it won't prompt you to use this. And if you check prompt again, what it'll do is it'll prompt you to use it when you select or measure conduit. Okay, enough about that. I'm just going to click OK. Now again, if you've used the Conduit Wizard in Red Rhino, this will all be familiar to you because it's the same, okay? So it's different applications. You click a drop down and select the applications here. I won't explain that. I'm assuming that you've watched the videos for Red Rhino. Conduit type, here is a drop down. You could schedule, you could pick these conduit types and so on. Okay, so I won't explain this whole thing. It's the same really as the other conduit wizard in Red Rhino. Now I do want to explain one other thing. When you have the Red Rhino connector opened, and remember we opened the connector up here after we did our setup in PlanSwift, okay, you should see this icon here. You click on it to log into the connector, but once you've opened the connector, then it will display itself at the bottom of the screen. Okay, right here. So, so again, I just want to point out that this little icon right here that looks like a little red rhino is the icon showing you that you have the PlanSwift connector open. Okay. Okay, that's all for this video. In the next video, I'm going to show how to start doing takeoff or measuring conduit using the Conduit wizard.